Okay. It's 9:30 on June 23rd, 2022. This is a special meeting of the Board of County Commissioners with the intent to go into executive session. We have a couple things on the agenda, and so with that, I guess I will entertain a motion. Oh, I'm sorry. Actually, before we do that, Chris, does all of these agenda items need to be discussed in executive session?
No, the first one should be the second one with the National Cyber Intelligence Center. I just got the information. I don't know that it's anything that sensitive. It just sounds like a general.
It does not need to be in executive session.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we can,
Okay. So I would propose that we move make a motion that we amend the agenda to move the National Cyber Intelligence Center for the crown jewels analysis to number 1, and then number 2 be the landmark environmental and to be included in the executive session with
yeah.
the other stuff. So that agenda item will be moved to executive session.
Okay,
Agreed.
all right. I will move to amend the agenda to put the first item that is not sensitive to go in executive session first with the crown jewel. Sorry, analysis. That was a really terrible. Oh my gosh.
I'll second that terrible one.
Okay, any further discussion?
No thanks.
Not for me.
All right, seeing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, so number 1 on our agenda is the contract between Lake County Board of Commissioners and National Cyber Intelligence Center for the crown jewel analysis. Tim, I'll let you walk us through this. It's my understanding that it has not been reviewed by legal quite yet, but it can be approved
I took
pending.
a quick look at the documents we have. I don't, the only question I have was, and I think Tim, I just see you sent an email about the agreement's pretty simple. It could use a few tweaks, but it references a statement of work that we don't actually have. They sent it. It reminds me a little bit of the Arwick situation. They sent all this information about what they do and like that. And understand it's also, based on your last email, Tim, that it's a grant funded engagement type of thing. So that's the only thing I was looking to do is kind of hone in on what statements like this. So this would be perfect for approval pending final review or something.
Okay,
Sure. So what this is the National
Cyber.
Yes. National Cyber Intelligence Center, which is a Colorado nonprofit corporation, would be doing basically a cybersecurity assessment. It doesn't involve any of Lake County government's data or access to our systems or anything like that. It is purely interviews with IT administrators, myself, and other IT users, and with our vendors. So it's just interview questions to give an assessment of what our cybersecurity looks like.
okay,
This is paid for through the South Central All Hazards Region. They would just like a formal approval from the Board of County Commissioners, because I already gave them verbal approval,
okay.
to do this work.
So it's an assessment they're doing across counties.
Yes.
So to include us in the region.
Yeah.
Okay, because it's not a duplicate. I know Amit was doing a penetration test or proposing that. So that would just take into what our processes may or may not be, or policies may or may not be. Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
I don't
Yeah.
have any questions.
I don't either.
Yeah.
I'm really glad that they're doing this grant funded for us and being proactive about it. I think just as a point of interest, our insurance coverage does require us to disclose cybersecurity measures now. That's new through COVID because of the risk of cybersecurity threats and payments for us to regain control of our network should it be hacked. So it may help our insurance coverage if we're proactive about this being looked at for us and fixing it. So, all right.
Okay. I'll move to approve the National Cyber Intelligence Center for the crown jewels analysis.
A second.
All right. Any further discussion?
Nothing for me.
Maybe just one comment on the legal review. I mean, since it's sort of like a standard thing, I mean, I feel like. And they're not getting into our systems. I have like a pretty low level of concern about, honing in on the scope of work too much. I mean, like,
We just need one to attach to. the
Yeah.
contract, because the contract can't be signed without it, because it references.
To the references,
It's-
yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think, Tim, if you can just get from them a simple scope of work.
Or something. that-
From,
Did I not send the-
because I think with it being from the Department of Homeland Security, I also don't feel.
It has to be. I
Get
have
into
to
a
be
negotiation
working
with
this
them.
morning,
Yeah.
But it references,
Should take more
scope of
serious.
work
Right?
that wasn't with the other documents you sent.
So Tim will get that to legal then and.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Sounds good. Seeing no further discussion, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I,
Okay, thank you very much. All right, thank you, Cindy. So now we'll move into executive session. We have put agenda item number 1 into executive session. So I will entertain a motion for us to go into executive session. No, it's okay. If you want, I can record the time. Yep. And included in our executive session today will be the board, county manager, Sheriff Heath Speckman, and County Attorney Chris Floyd.
Okay.
Will be invited into the executive session with us today. And I'll just entertain a motion for us to go in.
I'll move to go into executive session pursuant to C.R.S. 246402-4B for the purpose of receiving information and legal advice, as well as determining positions relative to matters that may be subject to negotiations pertaining to specific legal questions and pending claims. Should I say specific to the number 1?
Well,
Landmark?
there's
Um,
a couple of different.
Okay, then that is my motion.
Okay,
I'll second.
any further discussion?
No, thanks.
All right, seeing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I,
Okay, so we will move into executive session at 9:41 a.m. As I've stated, those invited into the executive session will be Sheriff Speckman, County Manager Tim Bergman, Attorney Chris Floyd, and the Board of County Commissioners. Thank you, Cindy.
Thanks, Cindy.
Okay, so we will at this point close the Zoom meeting and reopen this after. So I'm just going to close this out now. Is that okay?